All right. Welcome everyone once again to the Global Game Changers Summit. My name is Madhura and I will be your moderator for this panel. We are going to be having three amazing teenage entrepreneurs as part of this panel. I am very excited to moderate this. Earlier I was moderating another panel where we spoke about how student leaders can create change, and I was very excited to have that conversation. And now I'm going to hang out with a bunch of amazing teenagers who started their business, ran their business within 6 months. So we have Yhoghavarshini from K Journal, we have Marissa from Genexis, and we have Laiva from Homenature. How are you guys feeling?
Fine.
Good. Come on,
Yeah,
you
very
gotta
good.
me. So we have been. I think it's been more than, what is this, 2 o'clock, so it should be around 28 hours into the 48-hour live stream. So very exciting to see how much of time has passed, and we have more amazing content coming up. I'm just very glad that you guys are part of the amazing panel of speakers that we have in this summit as well. So before we get started, go into the whole teenage entrepreneur challenge. It was great, you guys were great, and all those kind of stuff. I'm gonna ask some fun questions for you guys. Before we get started, is it all right if all three of you take turns to introduce yourself, your name? Please let us know how old are you, and also I'm going to ask one crazy question, not crazy, just a fun one. So somebody once told me recently that there's only three types of people in this planet. There's people who like movies, there's people who like music, and there's people who like reading. So the world is divided with these three categories of people. So I'm curious to know which group are you a part of. Okay, so your name, your age, your school, your team name, and then are you team book, team movie, or team music? Yoga, you want to take it away?
Hi, I'm Yoga. So my full name is Yhoghavarshini Kumar. I'm 13 years old and I'm from SMK Rajamahadi. I run the business called K Journal. So we sell K-pop journal gift sets. I'm more of a music person, if you ask me. Yeah, because I like singing.
I'm on mute. Now I'm back again. Okay, amazing. Music person. All right, let's see. Marissa, what about you?
Hi, I am Marissa, and I'm from SMK Environmental Content, and I am 16 years old, and I am in team movie. Yeah, I love
Movies.
movie.
Okay. I'm gonna do the what's your favorite song, favorite movie thing later on. We'll get to that a bit more later when we get bored with the technical questions. But Laiva, take it away.
My name is Laiva Arthiyatri. People usually call me Laiva, and I'm 15 years old. I'm from SMA Negeri 2, Indonesia. And I think I'm in team music because I'm into K-pop actually.
K-pop. What is your favorite band?
It's Treasure.
I have no idea what's that,
Yeah.
but my friends who are much younger than me, are nodding their head, which means they know. Okay, Journal, maybe it's time you promote your stuff to them. Amazing. Thank you so much, guys. So two people in music, one in movies. Is there no one who reads books anymore? I'm one of those people who would like to say I'm team book, but I'm not. I'm team none of it. Maybe music. I think currently I'm team music. I'm also into K-pop recently. All right. So let's get into it. You guys were part of the Teenage Entrepreneur Challenge. I hope your friends are watching because all three of you have amazing stories to share. And I'm just gonna ask this thing, right? So Teenage Entrepreneur Challenge, it's not something that I would personally go and sign up for when I was a teenager. I was never the kind of student who would look at a flyer in a school and go like, wow, this is an amazing competition that I should take part on. I just ignore those flyers and walk, and I will hang out with my friends, and that was pretty much my high school life. But the three of you actually chose to take part in this Teenage Entrepreneur Challenge. And I think at the beginning of the challenge we even shared with you guys like how long this would take and what are all the processes that takes place in it, and you still participated in it, which boggles my mind. I'm like, wow, why did you choose to do that? So please share with us as to why you decided to take part in the Teenage Entrepreneur Challenge, and kind of like what made you stay till the end in a way. Marissa, you want to take it first?
So yeah, thank you. I joined this. I think I want to participate in this program is because I feel like this is my opportunity to expand my wings, and I feel like this is a place where I can gain my knowledge and explore my entrepreneurship skills or even leadership skills, and I truly enjoyed this experience. Yeah.
I'm doing this again and again. Laiva, what about you? Were you forced by your teacher?
Yeah, so yeah, there's an information about this competition, and it is international competition. So I think it is a good opportunity for me and my friend. And actually, it is my first experience in business competition, and I know it will be interesting. And yeah, just like now, it's really interesting, and I can share many new things and experience, yeah, anything that I cannot get anywhere else.
Yep. Yoga, what about you?
Yeah, so Teenage Entrepreneur Challenge is not my first competition from SNS. I've actually joined before New Age Learner. So when y'all guys came to the school, I was like, oh, cool. We're gonna meet Madhuraka. We're gonna meet all sorts of cool people. And then after I know that I'm forced to join this competition, I'm like, okay, never mind. It's gonna be new experience. First to collab with new people, different people from different races, people from we don't know. Yeah, it's a good opportunity actually.
Very nice. I mean, I'm glad to know that you guys took part. I think all three of your schools have previously taken part in things like the Global Young Changemakers Conference last year, and then some of you were involved in the New Age Learner Conference as well. So it's very nice to see you guys eventually coming to join the Teenage Entrepreneur Challenge, and then you actually decide to stay on. So kudos, good job on doing that, because I would have never done that when I was your age. But again, this Teenage Entrepreneur Challenge is not easy, right? You are now in a team of four other teenagers who are all trying to figure out what product you're going to sell, who you're going to sell to, how much should be the price of the product, all kinds of new problems that has come into your life now. So what was it like? And I think some of you were fortunate to be paired with a team, your friends, like your teammates were your friends that you have known for some time. Yoga, you just entered the school, I think, because Yoga is 13 years old. So you guys just entered the school, that your teammates are complete strangers sometimes. So did you guys have the opportunity to work in a team of strangers, or was it your friends? And regardless of who it was, what was it like being put in a team, and now you have to run a business with this team of people? Who wants to go first?
I'm gonna take it first. So
Sure.
I'm working with my new classmates, and we don't know each other actually at first. We're not really
Okay.
close, so it's really challenging at the beginning because it is just a little bit awkward when we first talk. What are we gonna do? But day by day, we can like, so what's we gonna solve today? How are you gonna solve the problem? Kind
Yep.
of that. And now we're super close, really, really close, and we can share our own idea freely, not like before. Yeah, it is
Yep.
really fun working with them actually.
That's nice. That's amazing. New classmates. Wow. See, I cannot imagine what it must have been like for you. Yoga, what was it like for you? Were they strangers? I'm assuming they were strangers, but please enlighten me. You're on mute, by the way. Okay.
Actually, yeah. Oh, I got friends as soon as I joined the school, so they weren't completely strangers. I didn't got to interact with them better. So this competition was a key for me to get to know about my friends and how what are their strengths, what are their weaknesses, what do they hate, and what do they like. So yeah, this has been a great opportunity.
That's amazing. That's amazing. I think and teenage entrepreneurship, or like starting and running a business with your friends, is one of the best ways to get to know them. Because I don't know, probably it's because it's business and very high pressure. Like the worst and the best of you will come out, and it's very nice to see that come out. And then some of the like you, some days you guys will be in sync. Everything's great. You're having the fun, best time of your life. You're laughing. You're having fun. You're coming out with brilliant ideas. And then there's some days where you just want to not see their face anymore because I'm like, this is not working. I don't know why we are fighting. Everything I say goes wrong. This is what happens in most of the time. Marissa, you seem to be like, yes, this is exactly what happened. What was it like for you?
All right. So we are at first we are not classmate. We're not even classmate, but we
Okay,
just randomly picked up, and
okay,
then
okay.
we get to know each other. And of course, there is a lot of disagreements, and but I think like it practices to be more understanding within each other, and it was fun actually working with my teammates because they're all just lovely, and yeah, I feel it's great working with them.
Very nice. You guys are so sweet to each other. I love it. Because I was not this nice to my teammates. I was like, we were fighting all the time. You guys are like, oh, it was great. It was nice. You have to give me more juicy stories, man. Come on. I know there's more fun stuff that took place. Okay. As we go through this interview, you guys gotta tell me more fun stories as we progress through it. Deal? You can see I'm here for the tea. uh, so let's talk about the Teenage Entrepreneur Challenge, right? It started with the induction program. I think for Homenature and Genexis, you guys were the two schools that did it virtually, and then of course K General we came physically to the school. And this is the time you guys had to choose the idea of your business, and then you were paired up with some facilitators who kind of helped you to come up with the idea, and then you had to choose who's the CEO, who's the COO, who's the operations person, who's the marketing person, without even knowing who is the teammate you have. Like you guys said, you don't really know them, you just have met them once or twice. So it must have been quite a challenge to make these decisions. And then of course the last decision, if I'm not mistaken, is choosing a cause that you care about. And I personally love that part of the Teenage Entrepreneur Challenge where you guys choose which cause you care about and why you want to contribute towards it. So maybe three of you can share a little bit about what is the cause that you guys chose for each of your business, and why did you choose it, and why did your team together decide, like, instead of anything else, we would go for this. The next, Marissa, you want to share about that?
um, okay, so I'm sorry, can I didn't quite understand the question.
The
Sorry.
cause that you're supposed to contribute 10% of your profits to a cause that you care about. So what was the cause that your team chose, and why did you guys choose it?
Oh, yeah, okay. Thank you. So, we just randomly scroll TikToks, and then we
Okay.
saw we saw the kittens and everything. Oh, it's a stray cat, stray animals, that needs to be saved. And we were like, so, oh, why not we just donate 10% of our profit here, and we just contact the TikTok
Yeah.
through DMs, and then we just say, so, oh, we are students who's just trying to open up a startup, and then we just want to donate, like, even though it's not a huge amount, but yeah, I hope you understand. And yeah, and they said, so, oh, that's cool. I mean, we are also interested in you, and they also bought our our scarves. Yeah.
Oh
And
wow, that's
yeah,
amazing.
and yeah, we also donate to them, and yeah, they just precious. Yeah.
That's amazing. See, guys, when you give back, something always comes back to you as well. Yoga, how about your team? What did K Journal decide to support through your business?
We decided to support Doctors Without Borders. So like currently there were like many flood problems, right? So like many people were affected by the flood. So and also like many other problems and natural disasters. So like Doctors Without Borders, they help these kind of people with good treatment, like with full of care. Yeah. So there also like it actually kind of related with my career because I want to become a doctor in the future. So I said, okay, sure. What about why don't we donate to this one? They're like, okay, it's a good idea. Let's just do it. Yeah.
Very nice. Oh, doctors with I'm just amazed because these are probably not organizations that I would be able to think of. Usually, I think each one of us have causes that we would care about. Each of our communities have different problems. Like if you live in an area where there's floods taking place every now and then that is something that will come up to your mind. But if every teenager or student who is working on a venture or a cause that they care about, like earlier panel we had some student leaders from Princeton and Harvard who are sharing about how they started up their organizations or how they contribute back to society. And if each and every single one of us can do that, I think we would solve a lot of problems out there in this world. And I think the three of you have kind of taken the right steps to do that. Laiva, I'm very curious. What was the cause that Home Nature was was passionate about to contribute towards?
Okay, so you know that we make eco-friendly soap, right?
Yep.
And we decided to put our cause in environmental community. It is Greenpeace
Okay.
because we realized each of us, I mean, every of us realized that there is a problem in our earth, and we, as a student, a future leader, we have to solve it. And this is our step, like step by step. This is our first step to change the world and its environment. We're really happy to be part of this, and it's just happy to make a change, to bring a change to this world.
Amazing. So amazing. So Greenpeace, Doctors Without Borders, and of course, the kittens, stray kittens. I don't know what do you call it, facility maybe, where you actually managed to also share your hijabis. Is it? I'm saying it wrongly. Hijabs. I think scarves. Hate scarves, as well. So let's talk about, since you guys brought up the topic of what you sell. So as much as you came up with the cost that you care about, you also had to decide what you're gonna sell. And this is not easy, right? Because again, there's five people coming into a team. Some of them did not know each other, and each of you will have different things you're interested in. Like if you ask me to do soap, I'm gonna be like, I don't want to do soap. I would just say that, right? Like it's not easy to come up with a product or service that kind of gets along with everyone who's in the team. So, how did you guys have that conversation? What was it like when you had to first choose what is the product that your team is going to sell? And how did you finally make a decision like, yes, Home Nature will do eco friendly soaps? Yes, K Journal will sell K pop merchandise and whatnot. How did you guys make that decision? Who wants to go first?
I think I'm gonna start first.
Okay.
So first, we talk about our issues near us, like what's happening right now, and it's the global problem actually, climate change.
Yep.
And we think like what we can change, because who are we at first? Like who are we? So we keep thinking what things we can change, and we know that we use soap every day, like dishwash, body wash, hand wash. It's common thing that we use frequently, and we decided to make eco-friendly soap. Actually, every of us agree with that idea because they know that it's happening to like water pollution. It's something that is not good for environment, and we want to make a change together. So it's not really hard to decide that things.
That's very nice. So you guys saw a need, and I love that because I think the Home Nature is one of those teams that you guys did see an issue that you wanted to work on, and you came up with a solution for that, and you just worked on that. And it takes a lot of courage to work on products like this. It's not easy to just immediately go into a product such as hand wash and all of that, because it is quite challenging to come up with these mixtures and composition and all those kind of stuff. Marissa, what was it like? How did you guys decide on what you would be selling in your business?
All right. So at first we're so blank, like what do you want to sell, because like at first we thought, oh, what if you do this with this, and then we feel like, and then we suddenly think about hijab because all of our teams are girls, and we feel like we are very interested in fashion, and that's why we just randomly come up with, oh, there's a scarf, and also scarf also easy to make, so why not we just sell it. And yeah, but truly I'm very proud of my product because it comes out really good, it turns out really good, even the material. I'm so proud that you will never find anywhere else. um, I think, yeah,
I endorse this product. I mean, I don't use it, but I tried it out and it was great. So, and Home Nature and K Journal. Oh my god, I bought from all three of your teams. I'm like the ideal customer for all three of them. I bought from all of them and I approve all of their products. Awesome. Very nice. Genexis. I think you guys did come up with something. Again, it's an area that all five of you connected on. It's something that all of you are interested in, and fashion. You brought two of these elements of your life together, and created a very amazing product, which I think was amazing. Yoga, what was it like for you? Well, all of you like
Um,
K-pop and immediately went like, we are gonna sell K-pop merchandise.
yeah. So like a week ago, we had like couple of friends here like having a chat. Then they were like talking about how much they loved K-pop stuff, and how much they love collecting them, buying them, but they just didn't have the money to. So we were just like joking about that day. And then when y'all came, we were like, okay, what? Why don't we just do something that we've already talked about? So this would be a great opportunity for our friends to buy stuff in a cheap, affordable way, right? So yeah, that's how the whole idea started. That everybody agreed.
Very nice. You saw a clear-cut need among all of your friends. I mean, I also want to buy K-pop merchandise. I have no idea where to buy it. Now I know where to buy it. I go to Cajun. So, so very nice how all of you saw a need in your own group of friends, your own community, and kind of addressed that and made the world a better place. So I'm gonna go into, see, when we talk about teenage entrepreneur, everyone thinks it was very nice. Wow, you guys are teenage entrepreneurs. Life must be great, and all of that. And even for me in Ascendance, people think, oh, when we share about Ascendance, everyone's like, wow, Ascendance, wow, you must have so much of fun. You guys are going out and doing things every day. Nobody knows what we go through. So I'm going to ask you guys, what was it actually like? Did you have any problems? Was it every day was wake up itself, you feel so motivated, or did you not want to do this at all? What was the challenges that you faced? Everyone's like, oh
May I
no.
go first?
Yes, Marissa. All of you look like I can never stop talking about this. There's too many problems, Madhura. Go ahead, Marissa.
All right. So, of course, I think we as a human do a lot of procrastinate. Yeah.
Yes.
So, I feel like we're just running out of time whenever we're trying to prepare the stocks. Yeah, because we always get high demands, but we just have no time to manufacture it, so it's kind of challenging for us to do the operations, and I feel like that's why we take the alternative to do the pre-order. So yeah, that's why we so that we can make it fast. They know, they will be informed that it will be long. So yeah, but throughout this, I think working with my teams is because everyone having like a very hectic schedule, right? So it's kind of challenging managing time, but thankfully we managed to be here, and yeah, so yeah, thank you.
Very nice. Very nice. I think procrastinating is something everyone faces. From, I mean, let's be honest, most of us, when we study for exams, how many of us actually study ahead, right? No, we will wait for the last week and the last day to start studying, and then we'll be like, no, there's no time to study, when we could have studied 1 month ago and solved this problem. So I think it's the same when you're a student entrepreneur. It's the same challenge. Whatever you do in your studies, you'll do exact same thing probably in your business as well. So it might be like last minute, and then you guys are way more busier than most people I know. So you have a lot of things going on. So I do not envy your the challenges that you have faced. Laiva, what was it like for you? Did you guys have any big challenges that you had to encounter?
Oh yeah, actually, there's a lot of time when all of us just want to give up on this competition. But I feel like, oh my god, we have reached this far. Why don't we just finish it like, by doing our best?
Yeah.
And so we keep there, but it is still hard. The most challenging part, I think, when each of us have different schedule, different priority, and we have to discuss. It is hard to communicate with them. Even there's a time when I chat in a group like in the morning, like, hey, so what are we gonna do? And there's no answer until the next day. So I have to call them. But yeah, it is fun. Just it's really hard to communicate with them. So I have to help my CEO. Like, we have to do this. We have to do this. So what are we gonna do next? We have to do this. And yeah, it is challenging to overcome, but we overcome it.
See, kids, if you guys don't, this is why you need to reply people. Okay, people are waiting for your reply. I used to go through the exact same thing that Laiva went through. Right, I'll be like waking up in the morning. I'm excited. It's 8 a.m. in the morning, and I'm like texting everyone, and nobody will reply me. And I'll be like sad. Nobody replied me, and then they will reply me at 10 p.m. at night when I am going to sleep, and I'll be like, this is not the time to text me. So I understand, Laiva. Getting texting scheduled together is not an easy thing to do. All right, Yoga. What about you?
Yeah, all the similar problems. So like first, when we all plan to have a meet, this person says, "Oh no, I have tuition." This one says, "Oh no, I have to go out." Then I'm like, then when are we supposed to have a meet? Like, so time management there. So somebody has to like sacrifice their time. Okay, never mind. I will like join here right now. So then we have to um, like we helped each other, we cooperated, and then yeah, I think that time was the only problem we had throughout our whole business, and also money sometimes.
Interesting. What do you mean by money? Because we heard a lot of
Well,
examples.
at the beginning, right? So you have to buy some stuff. So everybody's
Yeah.
like, okay, how much money you're gonna invest? How much money you're gonna invest? And when someone says a little lesser money, then this person goes like, oh, so I have to spend more than you? Okay, like all those arguments are happening there right now. So then I said, okay, but like do it equally. So as a CEO, I have to make sure that everyone's happy and peace.
Very nice. Very nice. I don't know how you managed it. Good job on handling that. It must have been quite stressful to see how everyone can come into a level where they can agree on. But I mean, it is not easy to resolve the challenges, and I think that's one of the reasons why you have, like, you had the support of your teachers, you had the support of Ascendance team itself, and also you guys had the support of the mentors. I think some of you even had mentors from Ivy League University. Some of you had mentors who are business, entrepreneurs who are already running their business. So, what was your interaction like with the mentors in the Teenage Entrepreneur Challenge? Did you work closely with them, or were you fighting with them as well? What was it like for you? You go ahead first. You seem to be laughing and laughing because that means there's some nice stories there.
Yes. Our mentors like Annie Liu. So like, she said that she's in college or university student. I don't remember that much. So
Yeah,
there's what this one time we met, and then after that, there's no appearance of her.
yeah,
No, seriously, she was like, we were like texting her in the group, and she was like not replying. So I was like texting her this morning, and then I was like, okay, maybe I'll just check it tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm just seeing it with my phone. There's no message, no replies back, and I'm like, okay, so she ghosted us. So that we didn't like hear her until right now. I hope
yeah.
she's fine.
We hope she's fine too. So how do you then overcome that challenge? Because I think in entrepreneurship not everything goes smoothly, and that's what we simulate in this, right? It's not just, oh, you get a mentor, everyone does things for you and everyone gets things prepared for you. It doesn't happen like that. It's like real life. Some people are going to be disappearing halfway through. Some team members disappear. I think there were teams which started with 5 members. By the time they ended the competition, there were 2 members in the team. So there were a lot of issues in many different teams. So how did you guys, what did you like, how did you solve that problem? What were the thought process you have to go through to come and, like, you know what, it's okay, because you guys were the third place for the final competition, so you definitely did well. So how did you overcome your challenges and won?
I think I had really great help from you. Every night I'll be texting, hello, please help me. I don't know what to do. And then I'll be like, should I text her right now because it's already night? And just
So
now when
you
you
are
said,
the 10 p.m. people. Oh my god, you see this. But
when
okay,
you,
okay.
when you
Go
said
ahead.
like, so when you said like I'm gonna be sleeping at 10 p.m. I was like, oh, I was the one who's texting her at 10 p.m. So then, yeah, so I had great help from you. Even my teacher, she was like so supportive. She's helping me all the time in my team actually. So yeah.
It's nice because I think it also shows that sometimes you may think this is the right way to do something, or like this is the only way to do something, but you might find other solutions, and that is what entrepreneurship is all about. Like, yes, okay, fine, I'm having issues with my mentor, but there's other ways to find solutions to that thing. You can go and work with your teacher, you can work with the people who are running the competition, and you can figure out solutions based on that. I remember going through your costing sheet and I was like, wow, this is actually fun. I had some inside information, which is why I told the judges, don't ask me anything, I don't want to talk to you guys. So Laiva, what was it like for you? What was the what, did you guys interact with your mentor? What was that journey like?
Okay, so actually, same as yoga, our mentor goes us. Yeah, it just we chat him and there's no reply, so we have to work by ourselves. At
Yep.
first, like we don't know what to do, so what are we gonna next to do? We always think like that, and we'll read your instruction like many times. Is it correct? Is it like this? But we just do it, and alhamdulillah, we overcome it. We also ask some teachers about it, like my teachers, economy teachers, and chemistry teachers. We ask a lot of things to them, and also our friends that know about this kind of entrepreneur thingy. We ask some of them.
I like that because when I came to your school, you guys were sharing about how you worked with your chemistry teacher to figure the solution for the soap, right? And I was like,
Yeah.
that's amazing because if you come and ask me how to do soap, I'm going to tell you I don't know. And I genuinely, until now, I do not know how soap works. I do not know what is the ingredient for it. But you guys knew how to go and find the right person to kind of get that guidance, which I think is the most important thing of all. And being a teenage entrepreneur, you need to know who are the right people to go and ask these questions to, and just finding a solution, even though you may face obstacles in a way. Marissa, I think you were one of those teams who did work very well with your mentor, and you guys had a lot of fun. Because I remember when he even made a feature in your pitch deck during the exhibition day, and I was like, wow, he gets such a prominent role in the pitch deck. So, what was it like working with your mentor?
Alright, so review my mentor. I remember our first day of meeting our mentor. He didn't come up, and we're just okay. At first, we were disappointed, but after that, he keeps contacting us like, so, oh, like, uh, when can we schedule our meets and everything. So he keeps asking us, and we do it weekly. And yeah, and he solved a lot of questions, because sometimes we just randomly blank, like how we're gonna manage this and that. And then um, even during the exhibition, he gave us the suggestion to make a booth, to give to hang all your scarves and everything. And we even make an appreciation of his face there during the presentation, if you remember. So
Yes, I do.
yeah, he is really nice. And even after during the after the booth, he keeps asking us, "Oh, how are you guys doing? Are you guys fine?" And he keeps asking us like that. Yeah, he is such a very caring and loving mentor, and yeah, I'm very thankful for him.
Very, very nice. I think, guys, having a mentor is great. Not having a mentor is also great because some of the mentors were very, very strict. They're like, if you don't reply, they come and hunt you down. So see, there's some perks and not some disadvantages there as well. But I think your mentor did a great job in guiding your team and kind of like bringing keeping you guys. I think he kind of helped you with your procrastination thing as well because he will keep following up with you, so you have no choice but to do it so that you can go back to him, which is what happens to me all the time. I work with my mentor to kind of like communicate with him and make sure I'm getting things done, which is very, very important. So I didn't realize the audience have been going crazy for this panel. A lot of them have been mentioning a lot of amazing stuff in the chat box. I don't know if you guys are watching the live stream, but I am reading the comments right now. So there's a question from the audience. Shall we do that? I think it would be nice to answer their questions. So one of them is asking, I think it's Sophia. She's asking, I always wanted to know how do they manage their time. They are having school projects, they have studies, they have their family, and the list goes on. I agree, there's so many things going on, like what Yoga said. Somebody's going out, somebody's going and visiting their family, somebody needs to be at home and help out their mom with chores, somebody has science project to settle. There's things going on non-stop when you're a student. How did you guys manage your time? Did you not mind? Just
May I
kidding.
go
Marissa, yes,
first?
yes, go ahead, Marissa.
So So we do this. So of course, in order to be more organized, you need to make a schedule, a table schedule. So
Yep.
we do that. We make it like we need to meet at least twice a month, like that. So we meet and we discuss like if there's anything are not going well, or maybe we also restock 2 times a month. So anytime we have our stocks, we do the packaging and everything. So it's not like everyday things, but at least we do it twice a month. So I think to have a schedule is very important to keep you organized and productive. Yeah.
Yes. Use this calendar, guys. Have a schedule. School teaches you something important. You know, the table, timetable, it works. Very nicely shared, Marissa. Laiva, what was it like for you? Time management. What worked?
So time management, actually, at first we always like we have to have schedule, timetable, but oh, see, until now, no one remember that schedule. We always want to meet like once a week. That's what we want, but there's no one. So we decided to make part of our job like you do this, I do this, and we have the deadline, so everyone needs to complete it, or I'm gonna be angry. And so we do it like individually because every of our member is very busy person. There's an athlete, there is a leader in some community, and it is just hard to contact each of them. But because of that, like individual part of assignment, we can make it happen, and we did everything well. Alhamdulillah.
Very nice. Very nicely shared. I think um some people will function well with a schedule. I think that's what Marissa shared. And some people don't. Some people see a schedule, they'll freak out. Like for me, if you give me like a list of, okay, Madhura, the moment you wake up, you'll brush your teeth at 8 o'clock, 8:15, you're bathing, 8:30, you're having breakfast, I will not follow it. Because it makes me very stressed out, right? So I'm the kind of person, you can give me a deadline. I will probably procrastinate and do it last minute, but I'll get it done before the deadline. So being a teenage entrepreneur means you need to understand yourself and your team, and I think that's what you guys have done very well. Maybe at the beginning you didn't know how you guys work. Like some you probably didn't know you cannot follow schedule, but as you went through the journey of being a teenage entrepreneur, you'd have been like, oh, okay, if you want to engage my team, I need to use deadline, not use schedule, or use text at night, not text in the morning. All these things you guys should have figured out as you go through. Yoga, what was it like? You're the CEO of your team, right? So what was it like managing the time of yourself and your teammates?
So like before managing the time, I asked them, okay, so when are you free and when are you available? So when it comes down, it's only the weekends. So then I'm like, okay, so let's have a meeting on the weekends, maybe once in a month, because like I don't think many problems are rising because we are the same class, so we can
Yeah.
actually meet and actually ask the questions to each other. So then I said, okay, like this. And then I said, okay, today, guys, let's meet for the next weekend. And then they say, oh, no, I'm going out. And I'm like, so now when someone says a schedule works, I'm going to be, are you sure? Because it doesn't work for my team. It doesn't. The situation isn't implying. But actually, as I told, like somebody has to like give and take, right? You have to give your time to make something happen. So yeah, that's what happens in my group.
So I love this because you see, you get three of you have shared three different ways to manage time, and that's the truth about time management. There is no one fixed way, and it might, for example, at the beginning stages, Laiva's way would work, and then maybe Marissa's way is going to work, and then Yoga's way is going to work, and then all three of your ways are not going to work, and somebody else's method is going to work. And that's what time management is. And I think being a teenage entrepreneur makes you think on the spot and adapt, not just go like, oh, my time management doesn't work. You cannot do that because you have a business to run. And I think one of the audiences was asking, um how can people even focus on their study when they're handling business, when you're doing something else? Like, can you even focus? Like, is your study affected when you run a business? I'm genuinely curious because for me it helped me in my studies, but I don't know about you guys. What is your perception about it?
Can I go first?
Go ahead.
Okay, so actually, for me, business is better than study. So sometimes when I have to study physics for 2 hours, I'm gonna say to everyone like, I think I'm just gonna study it for 1 hour, and the 1 hour I have to do my business because it is a lot more fun there, and it's just
Yep.
interesting to be there. So business is not something to over I have to overcome and think about it, overthink at night. It is something fun for me. So I favor business than studying, and sometimes I just go to business rather than studying.
That is so true. I mean, if anybody asks me to study physics for 2 hours, I'm gonna run away. So I would do what you are doing, Laiva. I'm gonna probably do 1 hour of physics and 1 hour of the business. Marissa, what about you? Does it affect the studies? Does it help the studies?
Okay, so I think like of course I get carried away because of this business. Yeah, um, but I can see that if you need to, I, anything you need to manage your time wisely. Yeah, that's the thing, and um, as a student, of course, it's harder because you need to study and everything. But yeah, actually, it was the worst. Actually, it was the experience because my results also kind of dropped. But it's fine. Because I think I will work better if there's a better schedule. Yeah,
Yeah,
just
yeah. I like that you shared the real story of it's not going to be great all the time. For example, I remember when I first started my work in ascendance, and like you said, you get carried away because business is so much more exciting, right? You're meeting people, you're working on projects, there's so much of fun stuff taking place, and then you have your homework or like your exam, and you're like, mm, I'm not really in the mood to do this. So it does come in, and I think what is important is to realize that, hey, yes, maybe right now I'm struggling to find a balance, but I'm gonna get better at it, and you will get better at it. I think one of the testaments for that is the co-founders of Ascendance. When we first started, we also had our struggle of first few exams we were like doing weirdly because suddenly we were too excited with the business, we forgot about the studies, or we don't know how to manage our time, we're still learning how to do it properly. But then eventually everyone was scoring very well in the exams, and doing great in the business as well, because your mind has now figured it out. And I think three of you are JV and all 40 teams that took part in the Teenage Entrepreneur Challenge, 40 plus teams that took part in the Teenage Entrepreneur Challenge. You guys are learning a very, very valuable skill in life, because when you grow up, when you are an adult, people are not going to stop because you have work. Problems are going to keep coming up one after another to you. And the 40 teams that took part in this, you guys are going to be a bit more better at managing that crisis, because you already know what is it like to handle studies and business and everything at the same time. So good job on having the courage to learn that in a way. Yoga, what was it like for you? Do you think people can still do well in studies if they do a business?
Yeah, I think they can. It's just their mindset. It's like if I be too focused on my business, I think my studies are gonna ruin. But I think it's actually in your hands, like how you're gonna manage your time. Like so, maybe if like you're going to school, so after you come school, finish your homeworks, then maybe you can give your focus on the business works. Yeah, everything's like all this stuff that you're saying. If it's gonna affect your studies, it actually amplifies to your time management.
Yeah. Yep, I like that. If you say it's gonna work, it's probably gonna work. It's just gonna work. Or you will find a way to make it work. If you think it's gonna end in a disaster, it probably will end in a disaster. So very nicely shared. Again, this challenge. I think the fun part of it, let's be honest, is also seeing how you can make money, and how you can now then have money to do the things that you want to do. I personally believe that everyone who starts a business, as much as it's about the business, it's also about your personal growth and the other goals that you want to achieve in life. Like for me, I love traveling, and I believe whatever business that I did eventually goes back into, me spending money on traveling and all of that. So what was it like making money? Did you guys make money or not? And if yes, how much money did you make? And what was it like going through that process of like, wow, I actually made money running this business? Anybody wants to share? Yes, go ahead. You are.
Um, so like before earning this money, I had to ask 5 ringgit from my parents. Like, okay, I need money. And then when the first time, right, we sold a first time our product to a customer. So it's like, okay, give the box and just run away, guys. We don't want to hear the feedback. We don't want to hear the feedback. Okay, we don't want to give the refund, right? So the first 20 ringgit in my hand, so I'm like, okay, go away, and then the customer like comes behind saying, guys, I love it so much, I want more. And I was like, oh, so you were running away from extra money. And okay, so at the end, right, all these feedbacks, we were just scared, right? People wouldn't like our product and we like asked for refunds. We were just scared, but then I think everything turned out fine. We earned 1,500 something till right now.
Amazing. I cannot. I like how you said you ran away from them and then you like ran away from money. Oh my god, I've done this so many times. So wow, it's like a slap that I needed. Great, amazing, amazing. Did you guys, Laiva and Marissa, what was it like getting that first sale? Right, like when you first sell that first product that you have. What was the feeling like when you guys did that?
So actually, the first one who buy our soap is you. You buy 3 bottles, and we're like, oh my god, this is happening. Like we saw our product finally. It is just we're really happy about it, and we take a picture, right? Yeah, because we're gonna put it in frame, and it is super memorable for our brand.
So am I in like a
Yeah,
bunting or a banner in Indonesia right now, like holding the home nature bottle? Okay. I
yeah.
still use the soap, okay? So I didn't buy it just for the competition. I genuinely like the soap. So good job. I'm sure you guys would have felt very excited after that to make the sales. And I think that day itself we sold it to quite a fair bit of people. So good job on that. Marissa, I have to say Genexis is like this. I do not wear headscarves, but you made me so tempted to buy it. I was like, I'll buy it for people who wear it. That's how good you guys were in your marketing. So what was it? How did you guys even go like, you know what, this is what we will do, this is the marketing angle that we have, and this is how we'll convince Madura to spend money with us? How did you guys come up with that with the whole plan to sell your product in a way or promote it?
So I think I have such a fun team. We like to interact with our customers, and even if you don't wear it, we will try to pursue you. You know, even the judges even buy it. One of the judges even
Yes.
buy it, and we were actually we like to communicating and connecting with other people, and that's just it. We just and the first experience we have our money, we were like, wow, because the first time we the first batch we sell is that it all sold out. It all sold out, yeah. So it was like we have, like I said, we have a high demand, but the stocks is just so limited. And yeah, but thankfully we're so glad that everyone is actually interested in our products. Yeah.
So good. I have to say, all three of your stories is like movies, man. We can make a movie out of it. It's so fun. Uh, okay, I'm gonna end it because we have 5 more minutes, or now it's 4 more minutes. So I'm gonna slowly wrap up. To wrap up, I want you guys to share um what was it like with regards to your teachers and your parents? Were they surprised that you somehow managed to do this? Did you face any struggles with them? Like, I'm sure like your parents would have been worried. I remember when I first started my business, my parents were worried too. So what was it like with regards to your parents and teachers, and how did you kind of like come out of it at the end of the day, or like solve the problem at the end of the day? Anyone has any experience to share? Because that's one of the audience questions. How did your parents react? Come on, yoga. I can see you coming in with like 10 different stories.
So yeah, first my parents like, oh, you're gonna start a business? Okay, okay. Like they were like challenging me. It's like, okay,
Oh,
I will start a business. I will earn money. And then, but they were actually supportive. They were like very worried at the first, like, is it gonna affect me? But then I was like, I convinced them like, no, nothing's gonna change. Everything's gonna be the same. But I'm gonna be earning money. That's it. So then I made them gain more faith in me, right? So yeah, things will be complicated at first, but then when I earn money, my parents were like, okay, good luck, congratulations, you, like they're like very happy, they're very proud that I could earn money, they gained more faith in me. Like I could do more other stuff that people that they didn't think I couldn't do.
Amazing. Wow. Amazing. Marissa, how, maybe you can share on the parents' angle or you can share on the teacher's angle. Up to you.
All right. So, as smart students, we know that there's Madam Wong Bibi.
Madam Wong
She
Bibi is a celebrity now, okay? Did you see the
Yeah,
comments yesterday? I think other schools were like, who is this Madam Wong Bibi, right? Laiva, you agree? Everyone is in the chat going, Madam Wong Bibi. Yes, she's a celebrity now.
yeah.
Everyone knows her. No introduction
She
needed.
deserved that hype. So she is very encouraging us to manage this, and even like my father is very interested in business, and he keeps reminding me to have that entrepreneurship skills, because even if you don't have a job, you can still and being an
Yep.
entrepreneur. So yeah, he keeps, and he didn't expect that I can make this far, because he thought that, oh, I'm just a kid,
Yeah.
and yeah, now he was shocked that, oh yeah, you should continue this and everything. Oh my god. So yeah, I'm very glad that, yeah, it's unbelievable, right? I also didn't believe myself that I can be here. So
I
yeah,
can believe it. I can believe it. You guys are amazing. So I can
yeah,
believe it.
yeah.
Good.
So that was just fun experience. Yeah.
Very nice. I think you guys, especially in smart, I think your teacher was so surprised that you guys got it all to happen, and she was very very proud of every one of you, and I'm sure all of your parents were very proud of you guys as well. Laiva, what was it like for you dealing with your teacher and your parents?
So yeah, for teachers, they're the one who share about this competition, right? So they're like, we will support you, anything you do, we will support you. And when we make a soap, their first reaction was like, really, a soap? But we make it happen. They help us through a lot of problem, and yeah, they're really there for us, especially in promoting our product, because they are our target markets,
Yep.
and they're promoted to their friends. And even there's a teacher that buy 10 balls of soap so he can share it with his family.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's sweet. That's
Yeah,
very
and I
very
think
sweet.
for my family, the first time I told them like I'm gonna join a business competition, they said like, so what kind of product you wanna make? A soap? They're all loving, because like, really, a soap? But I tell them the reason why I want to make a soap with my friends, and they support us. And even at our home right now, we have a lot of our product. It's our best
Yeah.
cam.
Amazing. You guys have such amazing stories, man. I love it. So I'm just so sad. I could probably ask you like 20 other questions, but it's already time's up for me, and I can see my production team is like staring daggers at me. But thank you guys. That was, I think, one of the things I absolutely love about your sharing is you guys are so candid. You just told the truth as it is. You don't need to hide it. And wow, your experiences are amazing. I think one of the things that parents and teachers want us to do at the end of the day is show that we will find solutions to our problems. We will be independent. We'll take care of ourselves. We are good. Don't worry. I think if you show that to your parents and your teachers, they'll be so proud of you. And I think the three of you and your teams and every other teams that took part in Teenage Entrepreneur Challenge have done that very well. So I will end this by saying I am very proud of you guys. You did a great job. I wish I could give a prize for everyone, but I couldn't. But all of you are great, are winners in your own way. All right. So kudos to taking part in the Teenage Entrepreneur Challenge. Give yourself a round of applause. Audience who are watching, please give them a round of applause in the chat box because they did an amazing job. All right. So we shall say bye and stay tuned and follow on to the next part of the Global Game Changer Summit.